last trailer about Austerlitz, and I'm like, wait. Where are the frozen lakes that the Austrians and everybody falls through? Wait, I'm looking for that and I don't see it.
Oh, we there's a special die rule, Robert.
Where is
We
that?
haven't. It's an optional rule. We haven't been playing with it. It's where anytime Napoleon's guns fire at the target, you roll the dice and see if the ice breaks and they fall through.
Oh, so everywhere that the Russians and the Austrians are at are
Yep,
Well, that's why we
technically
avoided
water.
that area.
secretly. Well, they do have rules because they do have on the map the frozen lakes. And there was I think I read the rule, but it's if you're on that lake and you take fire, you've got a fire defense of 4, I think is what the rule is, instead of whatever it would have been otherwise. So they're kind of taking into account maybe that you're going to suffer greater casualties being on the ice.
I see.
Um,
Historically, that was kind of an exaggeration, wasn't it? That did
yes,
that really, yeah,
yeah,
that really didn't occur.
yeah. That's what I'd heard, that it was an exaggeration of the facts. There weren't that, wasn't where the ice broke, but it makes for a good story. Um,
Watching that last trailer, it's just like Napoleon's like, cavalry to the right of me, infantry to the forward. Oh, do this, do that, and it's like instant. And I was like, not that doesn't seem too right. So
yeah, no, there's got to be a lot more delay where you're sending your messengers off, hoping that they don't get lost on their way to wherever.
exactly.
So
So, but that doesn't make Hollywood. So
of course not. Of course not. Hollywood's got to have, some sort of excitement. So that's how that
mhm.
works.
And quick excitement.
Yes, instant gratification type. So, well, I don't know where Mitch is. Um,
Yeah,
he
he dropped into our game
yeah, he
last
dropped
night.
in on our. He saw us on Discord and popped in. I'm gonna send him a text message and see what is his story. Um, because I really don't want to have to move his stuff because I have no idea what to do with any of it. So,
Brennan, what do you think about the Napoleon movie?
I think there's a lot of cool graphics, and some authentic formations,
Hmm.
but um, it looks more like drama than pure accuracy.
It's sort of like the maybe a little bit like the Gettysburg movie with the 350-pound reenactors.
I
Who
hope that
knows?
Hollywood has done better than that this time. But yeah, I mean, I think all the court intrigue and stuff could be really fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I thought
That's what I'm
in
looking
the
for.
trailer, the whiff of grape shot looked very dramatic.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I can imagine Joaquin Phoenix had a lot of fun crowning himself too. So
I love these things for the costume drama, that they have. Um, the Duelists, which was Ridley Scott's first
oh, that
movie,
is one of my favorite movies.
it's really beautifully done.
Yes.
It's totally evocative, feels very, authentic and all. This one looks maybe a little overblown.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's putting it mildly.
How about Barry Lyndon? Do you ever see that one?
That
No.
was like mid 70s, right? After the Duelist.
Yeah, yeah, it was, and that would be like fitting in with Frederick the Great's time. Yeah.
Barry Lyndon had just beautiful camera work and beautiful period costumes and stuff.
Yeah. It was like 3 hours long too. Who did that movie? Was that what was his name? Pollock? Oh, I have to look it up. But that was a really luxurious movie. I like that.
Was it
Kubrick, Stanley
Stanley
Kubrick.
Kubrick
Kubrick, maybe, yeah.
after 2001?
Yeah, I guess I was reading somewhere where no electric lights,
Yeah, it
all
was Kubrick.
candlelight. Things shot in candlelight.
Yeah.
And that opening in that battle scene was pretty gripping.
Yeah, because it was
You know,
all linear warfare.
another really good period piece with those dramatic, huge Hollywood casts is Cromwell with Richard Harris. That's done really, and Alec Guinness as the control. It's done really, really well. They've got the political philosophy, you know, of Parliament versus the King, and then they've also got some battle scenes. English Civil War.
I'll have to watch it. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's been a while since I've seen that one, but yeah, they've got that on, I think, Amazon Prime or whatever. I've seen that one pop up a few times. I remember watching it on television years ago. Alec Guinness does a great job as being the very aloof, Charles the First. So the very aloof and mostly headless Charles the First. So.
And very tentative, you know, elegant and tentative. And then
Mhm.
Richard Harris, just absolutely intense performance all the way through, which, you know, he was really good at.
Well,
you should be recording this, you know, Napoleonic special movie edition.
yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be bad.
Opinions.
Well, and I was thinking of a, Wargamer's Guide to the Napoleonic, Napoleon trailer. You know, like, okay, here they're referencing this battle, and here's where you can find those games and play them. And here's this
There you
one,
go.
and you could do that too. So, but they make reference to the Battle of the Pyramids. I don't know of any game that specifically has the Battle of the Pyramids. The updated version of War and Peace that came out a couple of years ago has the campaign to Egypt as a little, sort of sideline kind of thing that you can do. I think it's like a beginning scenario or starting scenario that you can play. That's the only thing I'm aware of that's got that, because I'm not aware of any other games necessarily that have tackled Napoleon's adventures in Egypt.
And the funny thing is, that battle didn't even take place within the view of the pyramids. So
no, and it's hilarious because when I teach my history in the Napoleonic Wars class, I have a whole bunch of, images, paintings, things like that from the time period. And we talk a lot about Napoleon's sort of iconography. He's definitely, there's a reason why he's always wearing that hat, and he's got his hand tucked in, and, he's got this image that he's portraying. We've got these different pictures of the Battle of the Pyramids, and the artist's representation of the pyramids are hilarious. There's this one that I found where the pyramids look like pointy arrows. I mean, they look like, this like a pine tree kind of thing. I mean, they're just as sharp as that, this really steep slope. And so, we're talking, and I'm like, well, here's this artist, and he's painting this picture. And of course, all the fighting's taking place among the pyramids. And I said, okay, you guys know what the real pyramids will look like? And they're like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, this artist never saw them. He's sitting back in France or wherever somewhere. He hears this story, and he starts to paint a picture, And of course, nobody else has seen what the pyramids look like. So nobody can tell him that's not what they look like. Um, and so, we've got all kinds of stuff we talk about with. The other one that I've loved that I show the kids is a chocolate wrapper that has Napoleon at the siege of Toulon. And there he is, leaning against a gun carriage, and there's guys with the shovels and this and that and whatever else. And across the top of this image, it says chocolat, and so I'm saying, yeah, I mean, for a long time, Napoleon is a super popular person in France. And so you want to sell a chocolate bar, you slap a picture of Napoleon on it. In the same way that we've got celebrity product endorsements, here's obviously, 100 years or more later, some chocolate company, because it looks like the image from the chocolate bars probably dates to their, 1910, something like that. And here they just slapped this picture of Napoleon on it. So it's pretty funny.
Trump steaks.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and in fact,
I saw that Napoleon's advertising in the store anchovies. He's on boxes of anchovies for your Caesar salad.
Well, why not? I mean, Caesar is already selling them. Why not Napoleon? So get his cut of the action there. So, well, I do not see Mitch, and I have not heard back from him. So I don't know what is up, unless something happened where he got delayed at school or work or whatever. Yeah, I'd send him a note saying that, because I'd said, oh, I'll try to touch base with you before the game starts. And, but I said, my work schedule changed and I can't meet you before the game starts. So I hope he didn't take that to mean that we weren't playing. So I don't know what's up. Ugh. Well, we've waited long enough. We can at least Robert, you and I can chat a little bit, so you have some vague idea what's going on. And then I can always, I know what I'm doing with my forces. And then if Mitch shows up, so I'll move Mitch's stuff last. And that way, if he does show up, then he'll have time to do whatever it is he wants to do. And if he doesn't show up, then I'll move his stuff around and we'll see what we can figure out.
And since I've been out for a couple of weeks, I'm going to have Mr. Plock and Brennan resolve the combats, retreats, and such in my area.
Oh, well, that's fine. Everything in your area is fantastic. You have no reason to complain, David.
There are always issues.
There's, yes.
What does fantastic mean, actually?
It's. I think the big part of it is fantasy. That is the essence of fantastic. Yes. So, or a phantom, or phantasm, which could potentially be a scary and less than wholesome thing. So, okay, well, cool. Robert, why don't you and I go chat, and then you guys can fill in David on kind of where things are and what you guys had set up for him, and then we can pick it up here in about 5 or 6 minutes.
Right. See you in French.
Indeed.
All
right, Mr. Bond. Well, I did want to borrow another one of your little dragoons for a charge.
Which one?
This little 311 that's back here. Over here.
It's faced. Okay.
Yeah. I want to try to see if I can't dislodge, one of it, part of, to kind of turn his line, and we'll see if I can pull it off or not. But I figured it's worth a shot. Yeah. Tell me what you want to do or what you're up to.
Okay. So basically, I'm going to pivot on the axis of those two sets of guns there that he has. Do you see
Okay.
where I'm clicking?
Yep, yep, yep.
I'm going to pivot or try to pivot around those and and just keep the pressure that way around them
Okay.
toward the right. And then the stuff down below, I'm going to continue to try to flank. So the
Yes.
stuff down around Starry, Vero, whatever it is,
Right.
the I'm going to keep moving them down. And I'm going to continue to move some of the cavalry. I won't do any cavalry charges this turn,
Right.
but next turn I'll be in position probably to like grind up a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay. Well, that's good. Are you doing anything with these hussars?
Those?
Yeah.
Yes, I plan on moving them further to the south.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Because
Unless you
nope,
want me to
nope,
move
nope,
them up toward the
nope,
311.
nope, nope. I want you to get, we need to get a larger body of cavalry around the corner over here.
Around the forest. Yeah, the
Exactly.
forest.
Yeah. To
So I can
keep the
set up
pressure
there
on him. Yeah.
between the forest and the swamp.
Yep. Yep. Pretty much that's the idea.
Okay.
And you should have
So
enough stuff to, batter away at the stuff that's kind of north of the forest. And then if you can get some infantry, but definitely get those cavalry, well, then he's kind of in a pocket.
he's in
And
actually a bad place,
yeah,
I would say.
yeah. And then that he can't have his cavalry everywhere. And then we can charge his guns from the rear. We can charge his infantry from the rear.
So you're okay with me pivoting on those 4 guns there? Because those guns just like kind of, well, I was lucky. He rolled 12 last time, and so
right.
But I'm going to continue to push around those guns and try to flank him on the right.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're going which general direction? Down to, I guess,
so
to
I'm going to go
Okay,
down
cool.
along this way and around this way with the cavalry and keep pressure. And he's going to have to decide what he wants to do. He's got multiple lines, so
Okay.
I mean, he's got some artillery set up like here.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, he at some point in time, stuff will have to break.
Yeah. Because like you've already, his center is all mushy.
Yes, the center is definitely mushy. But we need to keep stuff pinned and then try to break around. So if you can get stuff around that other side of the forest with some force, particularly that cavalry, that's going to.
It'll just take a couple turns because of the movement value with the force. But
yeah,
I'll be around there. And then I don't know. What about the Austrians?
Yeah. So, I mean, when I had chatted with Mitch, I'd send him a text message saying, I want him to attack. So we'll see if I could get him to, commit, or if nothing else, if he's not here, I'll try to tidy up his lines a little bit and engage a little bit with them, so that way Brendan doesn't have a complete freedom of movement over here. So I need to kind of keep the pressure up on his flank, so that way he can't then push in on my flank there in the center. So that's kind of the idea in that area. So kind of keep things as it is and kind of keep the pressure up, and then make some attacks over on that side. So I think that's the general scheme for things, and we'll just see what we can pull off in the process.
Yeah, it seems like the Austrians are still in the best condition out of anybody.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of stuff that's pretty badly beaten up, but they have the lion's share of all the artillery in the army is over there. So he's trying to redeploy it and send it back this way. And if we can successfully, um, stop it, or kind of, squeeze the Russians between Napoleon and you, then we can do a lot of damage and kind of just wipe out or grind up as much of that as we can. And then stuff is going to have to start retreating back onto the Austrians. He'll have to start sending everything this other way, particularly if we kind of got him in the bag, type of thing. So that's the general scope of things. So we'll see how it all plays out.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
I'll see you up there. I've got 2 charges I'll declare. So, and then you
Okay.
get all your stuff kind of lined up so that you're ready to do your charges when it's next turn, when you're set.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely have and with in this game, right? It's +5.
Yes. So if you go, so anytime you charge, yes, you get +5 to your movement.
So it's like 19, and then in 3 in a row, it's double.
Yeah, and if you go 3 straight, it's doubled. So unless they reaction charge, in which case then it wouldn't necessarily be the case. So yeah, that's how that
And
works.
then I got to remember too, if I do need, before I use up all my movement, I do need to attack at least somebody, or else I disorder, right?
Yeah, you do need to hit somebody for the purposes of either forcing them to make a morale check or presuming they successfully form, then getting them to then you melee with them. So that's the general idea. Yeah.
Okay, I just remember that. Okay,
Okay.
sounds cool.
Cool.
Alrighty, got a plan.
I've got a plan, but you know what the old saying is: as soon as you come into contact with the enemy, the plan goes poof.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So that's what we can look forward to.
Okay.
All right. See ya upstairs. Here we go.
All right.
We'll talk about it.
All right. We are back. So
Welcome back.
do you guys still need to chat, or did you
No.
catch up? Okay. Cool. Well, I have 2 charges. So they're over on David Plock's side of the battlefield. So I have one with a exciting dragoon unit up here north of Blasowitz, and another one with a dragoon unit here. I guess it would be south of Blasowitz, although everything is not quite where it would be. So over here. So this and this. Okay, everyone see where we're at?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'm going to do this one here first. So he's going to step off. So there's 1, and then he's going to turn. Hopefully I can get the counter to turn. No, it's not going to let me turn. So
Try
2,
control comma.
control comma. Oh yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, sorry. Turned too soon. So 7, 8, and then here we go. Now, come on, work with me. There we go. 9, 10. So then 11, 12, 13, and 14 puts me here. And I'm declaring him the target of the charge. Let me flash him. This guy here. So, do you want to form square? Oh, actually, you can't. You don't see me.
But
Do you want to reaction charge?
that's a possibility. Let's.
the now if I reaction, he still has then zone of controls out in front, right?
Who does?
My cavalry.
Sure. Why would they not have?
Yeah, so if your other one was coming through,
Yeah, you could potentially stop them unless they're charging somewhere else.
unless they're charging somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Or you wait. It's up to you.
Yeah. And you're trying to, yeah, I'll reaction.
Okay,
The
go
cavalry
ahead
there.
and see if you can make your reaction roll. Okay, you do.
So since he's light, he goes forward 2 or
That's
1?
correct. Yeah, he'd move forward too. Okay, cool. So that ends there. Let me go ahead and change his orientation. And we will mark him with a charge marker. All right. And then the other chap, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. All right. We'll give that a try. All right. So here we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to turn. Whoops. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then he's going to turn here. I got to try to get the right thing. Nope, that's not it. 12, 13. This chap here is the target of the charge. Do you want to form square?
Well, again, like that's what I was asking about. You can't charge through a zone of control of cavalry.
Oh yeah, I can. I mean, I can move here and hit that guy there. Now, I couldn't keep moving through and hit the other guys. I'd have to stop here. But if I fight this guy, then I would advance after combat. But if he stays, then I stay there.
All right. Well, they'll stand.
Okay. All right. So we move up, and you need to go ahead and make your morale check.
Good.
Yep. So they are going to route. So I have, what, 16? I think I've spent 14. So just lose 1 increment, and you're going to route away.
You have to roll for recall before they cause damage.
Yes. So let me go ahead and do that. Anything but a 1? Yeah. So I recalled.
It's a rout or a disorder?
He routes.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's going to have to dash back the way he came.
Whoops.
All right, and I'm here, and let me adjust my facing, and I'm going to be marked as tired, and that's the end of my adventure. Oh, actually, no. I can just declare, oh, yeah, I can just attack this guy now, since I rolled for recall. So I will wait until the end. So let's go ahead and throw this guy over here too. Oh, come on. Okay, cool. All right, that is it for my charges. Now it's time for movement. So, Robert, why don't you and David do stuff on his side of the map, and then David Mignoret and I can kind of do stuff in this zone here, where David's forces have kind of been, I think, set, right?
Okay.
And then I'll come back and do the stuff with on David's side after that.
Okay.
You mean on Mitch's side, or yeah, my side. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I'll come back to you after that. Okay.
Hey, Bob, Robert.
All right.
Game room on.
All right, Eric, are you going to stay in the lobby area?
Yeah, we might as well. We might as well stay here. So let's get started. I'm over here with this guard infantry unit. I'm going to move them forward. Do you want to opportunity charge with these chaps?
No.
No. Okay. All right. This guard unit's going to come forward. So 1, 2, 3. It's then going to go into line here, which is 4.
Mhm.
It's then going to move here. Do you want to opportunity charge? Okay. Then it's going to move here, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you want to opportunity charge?
No,
Okay. Cool.
because there's a reason I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. You're in a bit of a pickle. So welcome to life fighting against the French here. All right. This leader is going to move over here. This guy is going to move back over this way. All right. Now I'm going to move this guard cavalry. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So as I move from here to here, you get a 1-to-1 shot on them.
Yep. Here we go.
And
Nope.
so that's a miss. So then I'm going to go here, 5, 6. You get a 2-to-1 shot as I go by there. And
Nope.
that's also a miss. So then I'm going to go 7, 8, and 9. So you get I don't know what that guy's, probably half since he's disordered. So it's going to be a 1-to-2 shot as I go from here to here. And at 1-to-2, that's a
No.
miss. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and change the orientation for this unit so we have it facing towards your artillery. Like that. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to put a note here so I remember to do the assault. Okay. Let's go ahead, and this unit here is going to move there like that. This unit here is going to move there like that. These guys are going to move here. This unit is going to prolong there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me change the orientation for that unit. We're going to move this guy here, and this guy's going to move forward there. And let's see, over here, this guy's going to move there. And we'll put him in line for what it's worth. And then I'll take this cavalry, and we're going to park them right here, I think. Yep. All right. Oh, wait. One last thing. Before I move that guy over there, I need to do another little thing. So this cavalry over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And
Okay.
he's going to go here 13. So as I move from there to there, you get a 1-to-1 shot as I go from there to there. That is a miss. Okay. So do you want to opportunity charge me now? With this guy.
No.
Okay. All right. I will. Okay. I will leave him there. That takes care of that. So then now this guy here will move and plug the hole there. Let's see, where else? We've got some other people. We will put this guy here and change his orientation. And then we'll move these guys over here. All right, let me see if there's anything else with that command. I don't think so. I think that's it for the moment. All right, so are you still with us, Brennan, or are you in the other room?
I'm here.
Okay, cool. Maybe while we wait for David and Robert to finish up, I will poke around over here on Mitch's side of the battlefield. Let me just check real quick to see if he's messaged me. Nope, not anything yet. Ugh. All right, I'm going to prolong that guy there, and this guy here, and this guy's going to prolong into that hex. So let me change his orientation. Okay. Let's go ahead and move that there. And what do we want to do? 2, 4, 6. And we'll put that guy there. 1, so here. 2, 4, 6, and 7 puts him here in line. And then this guy's going to go which way? This guy can go here. This guy can go here, and then this guy here can go 2, 4. He can go here like that. And where else do we have people? He's got all these people over in. All right. Move that there. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. All right. I'm going to take this guy out of skirmish. I don't know why he's in skirmish, but we'll keep him there. Let's see. All right, what else do we need to do? Oh yeah, we got people that are all messed up back here. So I'm going to send Rap. So I'm up here north on the road. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to stack him over here with those guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. These guys will come out of square. They're going to move here and then go back into square. These guys will move up. 1. Well, let's take the hit marker with them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I got these guys here that are all banged up. And they came out of, so they should be in column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I've got people that are, okay, so Suchet. Let's move him over here where this guy is that's routed. All right, this guy took him out of, I'll just put him here so he's closer for support. Yeah. You've done a number on a lot of these units over here, Brennan.
Yep.
But I think this corps is the one that's been engaged the longest. So it
Yeah,
makes,
it got involved pretty early, and then
Yeah.
there was a long fire combat through the woods there.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll put them here, and we'll put this guy here, and we'll put him in. Put him there, and let's go ahead and bring this guy around over on this side. And what do we want to do? Those guys are in decent shape. Those guys are in decent shape. Oh, there's actually a unit that hasn't been completely destroyed yet. You have to work on that, Brennan. 1, 2,
Bring them
3,
on.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's about right. All right. What should I do? Oh, no, just leave this guy here. He's worth. I'll bring this guy up over here. And we'll turn this guy around. And we'll park him over here. All right. We have a little bit of a reserve with what's left of Lan's corps. Let's go ahead and pull this guy back a little bit. What shape is he in? Oh, those guys are all in decent shape. Oh, that guy's not half bad either. 2, 3, 4. All right. 2, 3, 4. We'll put him over. No, this guy's the one we're going to take out of the line altogether. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 to turn around. And this guy will just back up here like that. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, that guy needs to get rallied, doesn't he? So we'll put this leader here. He might help out slightly. And then I've got this light cavalry here. So we're going to move them forward. So I'm over here back by the road, over here by the marching band. So this chasseur, we'll take them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Get them right there. And we'll just change their orientation slightly. Okay. Anything else? Nope, I think that's it for that side of the universe. I'm just going to pop down and see what's up with David. Well, it looks like Robert is prolonging artillery, so that's always fun. I'm sure he's busy. Well, we can do the fire combat over on your side of the map, Brennan, since...
Sure, do you want to run from the far end over?
Yeah. So, I mean...
North. Down.
Yeah, so
There's not a
basically
whole lot.
from here on over to the north side of the map. So you've got a couple, you've got defensive fire along here.
Right. Those 3 battalions will shoot at this unit in line. So this has 9 plus 15 plus 12, 27. It's 3 to 1.
Cool. 35. I think that's good enough for a hit. All right. And time for a morale check. And we're happy. All right, I'll do my fire here while we're in the neighborhood. So, let's see. I've got, how many increments is this? 4. So that's going to be 12. And we'll add in another 12. So that's going to be... yeah, we'll do 24. No, we'll just do a 1-to-1 shot here on that guy. 64. That's good enough for a hit. All right, and they don't check morale. They're checking on every second hit since they're grenadiers, correct?
Correct.
Okay, cool. All right, so then I'll have, how many increments do I have here? Okay, I got 5 times 3, that's going to be 15. So that's going to be 7 plus 12. So that's going to be 19 to 9. So that's going to be a 2-to-1 shot. Here we go. And 11. That is a miss any way you slice it. All right, and we've got now the artillery that's over here. Let me take a look and see what we want to do with that. So we're at medium range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we got 24. Yeah, so each sack is 24. Okay. So I'll do this stack here will fire on that one. So that's going to be a 4-to-1 with a +3 for Alon. 62 plus 3, that's going to be a 65 at 4 to 1. That's 2 hits. And they
They passed
pass.
them around there.
Yeah. All right. And then this chap is going to fire. Same thing. It's a 4 to 1 shot there. No pluses, no minuses. 53 at 4 to 1. That is also 2 hits. And they should have passed, I believe. Your crosshairs have decent. Yeah.
They passed.
Yeah. All right. I don't think I have anybody else who's adjacent. So that concludes our adventure over on that side. Unless we want to take a minute to roll for recoveries, but I'm reluctant to do that since there might be stuff that gets dislodged here in the center. So we can pick that up later. Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
Now, probably already done more than I should have, having been away a couple weeks.
Well, you can't blame anybody for what happened last turn except your teammates. So you can't take any blame for that, David. So
No, not worried about that. I want to make sure we're doing things in tandem and consistently.
yeah. Well, I mean, the one thing, and I was mentioning this to Brennan a few weeks back, is that both you and David are playing very well. I think having, had a chance to watch kind of how Brennan's got stuff set up on his side has helped you guys set up in a much more effective way. And then the other thing was, Keith Powell, who'd been playing out on the French left wing earlier in the game. We see him he comes out on Wednesdays from time to time and plays. He's helping with the play test for Egmont, exactly. And so he's been playing the French, and I've been playing the Austrians. Jim's been playing the French as well. And so watching how Keith is now setting up his pieces and doing all of the stuff, I'm like, oh, you learned from from watching Brennan. He's like, yeah, it works, And so it's really good to see the stuff that particularly from the tactics talks, but just the fact that you have a chance to sit down and play opposite somebody who's got experience, and then you have a chance to learn from that. I think it's really good, and I think it's going to be helpful. So that way, if Keith plays again, when you play again, you'll be a more experienced and a more challenging opponent. Based on that. So I think it's kind of cool how that's all going to work out. All right. Well, they must be doing defensive fire or some such thing. I see David rolling.
There's one morale check that didn't get rolled in recovery last turn. It's under Kutuzov. I think David could roll. Or we can just do it in the, let's do it in the
Oh, this
reversal.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious about that because I saw that it was disordered, but I couldn't remember what the story was behind it.
Yeah, somebody forgot to roll for it.
David, it's all your fault.
McCavity's not there.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well roll for it now. It's either going to recover or it's going to run away.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll. 21 may not do it.
21. And I don't think they're part of the group that is. Oh, wait. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know if they're on the. I can't remember if they're on the level or not.
I don't think they're on a level. Let's see. They are P. No, P is not on a level. L is on a level and M is on a level. So they'll have. Oh, well, so they got a -3. What does Kutuzov add?
He adds 5, but that's not going to be enough.
That's not going to be enough. Yeah, so they're going to rout. Okay, well, that takes care of that little bit of housekeeping. Okay. Well, it looks like Robert is being sufficiently vicious. Let's go down and join those guys since we don't have anything else to do at the moment.
3 to 1 with a +4.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 46 at 3 to 1. That's one hit. Oh, that's disappointing.
Did you shift it for canister?
Yes, we did.
I did.
Did you shift it for the Katushan rockets that are secretly hidden away there?
I also shifted because Davu is good at bowling. So
So before he does his next, Eric, I get a +3 within line for morale, right?
If you are during the pre-melee morale check, you do, but for making normal morale checks, you don't. Only the Austrians get that. So the Austrians, if they're in line, anytime they have to make a morale check, they get a +3. But the French and the Russians, you only get that
Oh, okay.
+3 when it comes to making a morale check, like a pre-melee morale check or standing in the face of cavalry, that sort of stuff.
Well, I was thinking of that cavalry charge against that infantry because with a +3, they would have passed.
But you have a -4 for being on a level, so they didn't.
Oh, was that part of the level one? Okay.
Yeah. That's that group, the Fangora. That whole all those guys that are up in that part are all on a level. So
Yeah, okay. All of a sudden that dawned on me and I realized that. Okay. I forgot
Okay.
about the level. All right, continue.
David, did you shoot at the horse artillery with it unlimbered?
Yes,
he did.
and missed.
Yeah, he had some unfortunate 11 and 12s. Okay, so I got these guys here. That's 8 times 3 is 24 to 9.
2.5 to
So
1.
that's 2.5 to 1. That's probably one hit.
That is one single hit.
One. And they have to make a morale check since they're musketeers.
Correct.
And they're half dead.
Yep.
And
They are going to
continuing with
disorder.
notes. Disorder. 1, 2, 3. Next.
All right. So I have 6 times 3 is 18 to 9. So I got a 2 to 1 against these guys. So we'll shoot.
That's good enough for a hit.
That's their first loss.
Next.
Okay. So, if you're going to assault somebody, you have to shoot at the people you assault, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, in this game, yeah. Right. So, do I do overwhelming odds and just...
Yeah, why not? If you get him to retreat, he's going to have to go over another unit because he's in a pocket.
That's
And-
very true.
Yeah, and that
You're
might
right.
trigger some other disaster.
Disasters are good. Well, for other people. Okay,
Yes.
so these guys will then do just one shot. 7 to 9. So these guys here will fire on these guys. So 7 to 9. And
Well, let's see. That's 1 to 1.5.
one
Yeah,
and a
that's
half.
a hit.
That's a hit. Okay. Then we have these other 3 guys. So they're all probably 8s. I'm thinking, no, 7s. So 7. 8, that's 15, and Marshal So's guys are 8. So 16 plus 5 is 23. 23 to 9. So that's
2.5 to 1 again. Yep.
against these guys. And that's a hit.
Mm-hmm. All right, and you've got this guy, half of him can fire there, and the other half can fire there for what it's worth.
That's what I was thinking, yes.
Yeah.
So there's not much left of them. So I'd have to do...
So it's basically 15,
5.
right? So 5 times 3, 15. So you have 7 there and 7 there. So it's a 1-to-1 shot on each of them.
Okay. So against these guys, a 1-to-1. No. And on...
So don't shoot there yet, because I still have to do my movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, then that was like my last shot. So
yeah. So I mean, if something happened with that shot, then it would affect potentially what I'm going to move, and I don't think that would be fair. So
okay.
let's avoid that if we can. All right, David, are you ready for me to shuffle my people around?
Yep.
Good. Here we go. So we're going to start over here by Blazowicz. We'll have this guy. He's going to just advance. So that's 1, 2, 3, puts him down there. Let's see. What should we do here? We'll have these guys are going to go here. All right. I will have this leader hop over here. I'm going to have these guys come here. And I'll have this unit here come there. And then these, let's see, we will... Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep this guy back. Move this guy here 1 forward. Well, actually, we'll keep him here for the moment. All right, this guy here is going to move. He's going to go into line. And he's going to move 1, 2. He's going to move here. Do you want to opportunity charge him, David?
No.
Okay. All right, there's that. These guys here are going to move right there. Okay, this guy is pulling out, so you get a nice, exciting 4-to-1 shot as he pulls away.
What'd I get? 51.
Oh, I don't know. Did you roll?
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be a single hit.
Yep.
Not much left of those boys.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And let's roll for it. They still pass. Damn it. That was their problem. They were just too good. Okay, so they're going to pull back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just park them up here. And they're just going to cool their heels until some new calamity presents itself. All right, so then I'm going to move the artillery in. And we're going to have the guns are going to unlimber right there. And let's see, what else should we do? We can move that cavalry up there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll move this cavalry here. All right. And we still have something that looks like a semblance. All right. Then up here, I'm going to over back to the other side of Blazowicz. I'm going to have these guys come over this way. And And I'm going to take this heavy cavalry unit. It's going to move down and join the fray here. And I'm going to move Kellerman down there because he's awesome.
Kellerman.
He is. He's really good. Yeah. He's sort of godlike in that regard. Okay. And then this guy's going to move
Murat,
up.
I think he's, yeah.
Yeah, we'll move this here. And then these guys will just rotate. That way they got a clear shot at your guns next time. We're going to get those guns eventually. I'm just telling you now, David. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might lose a lot of people in the process, but they're only French.
Yes.
Yeah. So they
We
don't
got
really count.
reinforcements coming on the board soon,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Don't we wish?
From Vienna.
Okay. I'm trying to separate. So this guy's going 1, 2, 3, 4. Shooting something. Okay. All right. So that takes care of all of my movement. So you've got opportunities. So David, we haven't done any defensive or offensive fire from basically where Brennan's line left off over here to where David's line picked up. So David Plock, do you want to do your stuff here first around Blasowitz, and then we'll work our way?
Oh, did you move Keith's stuff?
Well, I moved Mitch's stuff. Yes,
Or
I did.
Mitch's,
Yeah. So I
Okay.
did
Oh.
move it.
All right. So, and I guess let's see. Right. 3, 9. And you're on a defense of 6.
Right. Yeah. So it's 2.5 to 1.
Okay.
And that's going to be good enough for a hit. Top unit takes a hit.
Just missed your 2 hits.
Yep. Well, that's the nature of the universe. All right. Who's next?
Okay. And this one against there.
Okay. So that's a 1 to 1. And that just missed.
And is
Oh, no. Actually, it's not. I've got a defense of 6 because it's got 7 increments. So that's a 2 to 1. So that is a single hit.
Okay.
I didn't realize I had anybody left who hadn't already been shot a few times.
Yeah.
All right. And so then I don't know if you're handling this stuff or if David is handling this stuff.
I'll handle that right there.
Okay.
Or whatever. So that's
He's got 12.
right. And so that's okay. So we'll shoot on that one. That's
Okay.
2
So you
to
got a
1.
2 to 1 shot there. And I think a 33 is a hit. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Chipping away at the Italians. Okay. And then you've got, I don't know what you've got here. It looks like it's got 4 increments. So you've got 8 to 9.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, that's a hit and a leader casualty.
Oh, no.
All right. So let me go ahead and mark that. All right. Let's roll 1 die and see what we get. I'm going to roll the die. The fate of Hulin is in my hands. A 3. He has been wounded. He's going to be out for a certain period of time. Anybody know off the top of your head
I can't remember.
what that is? Yeah.
Yeah,
I wish
it's an arm.
an arm wound. Okay.
I believe so.
He's out for 5 minutes.
Just a flesh wound. No, it's actually a leg wound. So
Band-Aid.
so I roll 2 dice, and that's how long he's out. So here we go. 8. So he's not coming back to
Oh,
the
yeah,
party. He's out for the rest of the day. So let's go ahead, and we're just going to put him over here at 9 o'clock, showing up as a reinforcement. So we know he's not actually dead. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and roll for that hex with a -6. And we don't care. All right.
The game is over before then, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. The sun sets before he ever shows back up again. So, and he'll be walking with a limp when he does show up.
Yeah, if he has a leg left.
Exactly. All right, and I think we've just got 2 more defensive fire. We've got this one here, and we've got this one here.
All right, that was a Dave there.
So the Ergerskis are ×2, so it's you've got 6 to 8.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, another leader casualty.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the French are
dropping like
reeling.
flies.
Yeah, let's see what happens to Campans. Oh, he got shot through the
Yeah.
head or the chest. Something unpleasant happened. All right, so now we got to make a morale check with a -4. Here we go.
This is why you've surrounded Napoleon with all those extra leaders.
Yeah,
then.
exactly. Yeah. All right, so now
That's always a good one.
Campans goes off to the bucket of dead people. He's actually the first French leader to die. We've had a few wounded. Oh, well, he won't be showing up at future battles.
I got so and DeVoe in action, so it's kind of worrying me now.
Well, that's okay. We have a special rule. DeVoe can never be killed. He
No,
can be wounded, but he can't be killed. So
he only if he's shot in the heel.
is that it? With a silver bullet?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right, I think there's
He
one
was
last
dipped in the
shot
liver
over
stick.
here.
9.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 1-to-1 shot. And there's a miss. Okay, cool. Well, we'll pick up over here. That's where we left off. So I'll fire back at you with the guard. So I've got 8 times 4. I've got 24 to 9. So that's going to be 2.5 to 1. A 22 at 2.5 to 1 is a miss. All right, then Oh, actually, no, it's not. It's not 22. It's going to be a 32. So 32 to 9 is 3 to 1, and that is a hit at 3 to 1.
Are they times 5?
No, they are they're times 4. So I was thinking
32.
Yeah.
You're right.
Where is he? Where is he? Oh, right here.
Yeah.
And
I don't think he makes a morale check since he's a grenadier. All right. So then here I've got 32 to 6. That's 5 to 1 with a plus 4. Here we go. Well, at least it's one hit. You can't win them all. But they got to make a morale check. The Dragoons.
Where's the casualty marker? Right click on him?
Yeah, if you right click on them and then you go to increment loss,
Oh, okay,
then
here we
it
go.
will populate an increment loss. Okay, well, go ahead and roll for them and see if they stick around. And I think
36.
they do. Yeah.
I think he's good enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, over here we've got these guns minus Copan are going to fire on these guys here. So I've got 22.
Did they have to take a morale check for his loss?
They did.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah. We took care of that.
15.
We took care of that a while ago.
It's 15 with their morale.
Yeah. So we've got 43 to 9. So we are at 4 to 1 shifted to 5 to 1 for canister. Here we go. 42 at 5 to 1. That's going to be 2 hits. Not much left of them. Make a morale check with a -6. Hey, what do you know? They are gluttons for punishment. They're like, come on, shoot us again. They're like, well, I mean, come on, they killed Copons. Of course, they're flush with victory. They've got marksmen there. They've got somebody who's got a rifle. So only one, and they share it among the whole group. So, all right, we've got Napoleon here. He's going to take a shot at these ponies down here. And what have I got? At medium range, 14, 14, 28, 36, 36 to 6. I got 6 to 1 with what looks like a +18. +12 for Napoleon, +6 for the thing. So, yeah, so 6 to 1 with a +18. 35 is going to become 65. That's 3 hits.
That's bowling for dollars.
That's that. Obviously, there was a small icy pond there. All right, make a morale check, David.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, they're pretty good. Yeah. They're more than
yeah,
happy.
They love it.
Yep. They're like, please shoot us some more. All right. Then we've got these guys and these guys and these guys firing there. So what do we have? We're going to have, this is going to be 4 times 4. That's going to be 16. And this is going to be 12. So that's going to be 28. And then I've got 12 increments for that one. So that's going to be then 40 and then another 3. So it's going to be 43 to 9. So we're back to that 4 to 1.
Eric, you mentioned 12 increments. Did you mean 12 firepower?
Yeah, 12 firepower. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, so he's worth 16. He's worth 12. This guy's worth 12. And then the next increment underneath is worth 3. So it's 15. So 16, 15, and 12 is how much? 16 and 15, 43. That's going to be, 43. Yeah, so it's 4 to 1. Here we go. 53 at 4 to 1 is going to be 2 hits. And they pass their morale check.
Yeah.
This time. All right, let's see here. I've got these guns are going to fire here on those chaps there. And we're at medium range, so I'm going to have 16 to 9, so that's 1.5 to 1. And I think Bernadotte, oh, crap, he doesn't add anything. Worthless. I should have put him over here and gotten shot.
Send him to Sweden.
Pretty much. I know why he got sent to Sweden now. All right. So it's 1.5 to 1. No pluses, no minuses. Well, 64. That's good enough for a hit. And good enough for a morale check with a -4 for being on a level. Yep. Still good enough to pass. All right, what shall we do here? Let's go ahead and have these two guys fire here. So that's going to be 24 to 9. So that's going to be 2.5 to 1. 34, that's good enough for a single hit. And a morale check on those guys. And they're happy. All right, and then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, these 3 guys all gang up here. So we're going to have 12, 24, 36, 36 to 9. That's going to be 4 to 1. 52 at 4 to 1. Oh, just missed it by 1. So it's a single hit. And they will need to make a morale check with a -10. 26. They are going to bug out. Oh, or do they? What is their
25, I think.
Yeah, so with a minus 10.
10. It's
Yeah. If it was just a minus 6, they would have done it.
Did they take a morale check on the odd hit?
No, this is an even one. They're grenadiers. Right? So
Yeah.
I thought grenadiers
Right.
checked on even hits.
Yeah, uneven. Even.
Yeah.
and they don't get the +3 for being in line because
No, if they had stuck
Yeah.
around and I'd assaulted them, they would have gotten the +3 on their defender morale check. But they don't get that just for being in line for anything else. It's only the Austrians that get that. Is that correct? My understanding, Brennan?
I think so. Yep.
all right, so it's just a disorder.
Yeah, just a disorder.
Okay, there, and he falls back one more. Okay,
Okay, cool. All right, so now, Robert, you've got a 1-to-1 shot here with a +3, +5, yeah.
Yeah, 1-to-1 with a +5. Okay.
why is it +5?
Because you're a big fat unit.
Oh, big, yeah, you got
Lots of horses in a little space.
yeah.
Okay, so 1-to-1 with a +5.
Nope,
No.
not good enough. All right, c'est la guerre there. All right, so now we need to go to assaults. So, Robert, do you want to do your assaults first?
Sure. All right, we can start in the south. I got down in the south. I have Davu leading in an assault from these 2 hexes to this one. They're in general order, so they pass, right? At 5.
Yeah, the Russians pass.
So I
Do
have.
the Russians take a morale check?
So so what was the question?
No,
Do
these
the
guys-
Russians take a morale check?
No, they're in general order, it looks like.
They're in general order because they're in the forest.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yep.
So I have 6 and 5 is 11. So I would have a 2-to-1.
2-to-1, right? So there's no pluses, no minuses. Well, you'll have a plus for Davu, but this guy's just regular.
So I'll roll for him first.
So he's fine. And then roll for
And
Davu.
then-
Did he take a hit from the defensive fire?
Well, even if he did, that would make it a 33. I don't think we've got any
Yeah.
French on the map that are.
He didn't take a hit from defensive fire. He took it
Got it,
from
cool. Super.
on the
Yep.
turn.
Wow, buddy.
Okay. And then Davu will add in 12.
Oh my God, he's like Napoleon.
So, yeah,
That guy
yeah.
can't even. That guy can't even fail probably.
So these 2 will assault him. So we have
Yeah, so just do your math.
they're 18.
So it's about 2.5. So knock him down to 15.
15 and Davu's boys, they're at 5. So they're 12.
Okay. So you've got 27
27.
to what, about 11? So you're at 2-to-1.
2-to-1. And Davu will add in a +8.
Okay. So 2-to-1 with a +8.
2-to-1 with a +8. Oh, 14.
All right.
14, 24, 25, 26.
26. So it looks like you lose 1 and he loses 2. And that's it.
Yep. do I choose who or?
Yeah, you can choose who takes the one loss.
And does he have to make a morale check?
He
Or
doesn't.
nobody?
He. Remember, unless it calls for on the
Oh,
chart,
it's
and
just
otherwise
the
it's only during fire combat that he would take a morale check for extra losses or whatever the case might be.
right fire. Okay. So they're half dead. Okay. Then the other assault I was going to do is up here in the north. So we have this one here.
Right.
So we got 8 times 3 is 24, and you've got 5. So
So
that's 4 to 1.
yeah, 4-1. So on the odds chart, 4-1. He's got a -6, and you've got a +6.
Okay.
So a 42 minus 6 becomes a 32. I don't know what. Oh, he
there it
just
is.
barely passed.
Okay. So I'll then roll for mine. So I'll start with this guy. +6. He's good. Next guy next to him, he's good. And the person with Marshal So is very good. Okay.
All right. So then go ahead and do your odds.
That's 21. 20, so that's 41. And 62.
62, and it's probably the same thing
Yeah.
And a plus
Like-
6.
to 11 or 12. I mean, it's 5-1 any way you slice it. So it's a 5-1 with a +6, did you say?
Plus 6.
Yeah.
Defense is 12. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll and see what you get.
5-1 with a +6. Oh.
Oh, they surrender.
Oh, that's good.
No, the French don't surrender, David. Your unit surrenders. Yeah. It's slightly different.
No, but I'm saying that's actually not.
Yeah, I mean, as far as results go, at least they didn't mess up anybody else. They just said, we're not going to interrupt our friends behind us.
All right, so we put these on.
We're putting them on the time track. So that's where we're stacking up the dead bodies over there. Yep, perfect. All right, and then Robert, you need to advance one of those victorious units into the hex that was vacated.
All right. Looks good. All right.
Okay.
That's it for me.
That's it for you. I think that's enough. Okay, cool. Now let's just move up the line. We'll do this cavalry up here, and we'll just go ahead and add up what we've got. All right, so that's about 312. That's going to be 33 doubled. I've got 66.
Did your infantry there fire in line on him?
No,
60.
my infantry that were here fired on the guy that was there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he bugged out. Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, so I've got 66 and you've got 39.
Yep.
So are we at
I think you're
1.5 to 1? Okay.
yeah.
And then Kellerman adds in, I think he adds in 4. Yeah, he does. Okay. So 1.5 to 1 with a +4. Let's see what we get. 35 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be a 43. So I lose 2, you lose 2, and have to make a morale check. And everybody is marked as exhausted except for the chasseur or the cuirassiers that just marched down and joined the melee.
Exhausted. Where is it? Tired.
So actually, you'd be marked with a
Blue one,
French
right?
one. So I'm going to clone a bunch.
And
Okay.
morale check.
Okay. So they pass. All right. So we'll put that on top of them. All right. And let me mark off the other hit.
These guys lost their.
I moved it off because I was cloning the markers.
Oh, okay.
So I'll put it back. But I think the marker would come off anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah.
It would. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't move and they didn't take a loss. And
Yeah. So they are going to be happy. Let me get rid of these charge markers. Okay. This guy, flip him. And he is exhausted. And then this guy's going to take a loss. And he's going to be just tired. Okay, so we'll put him there. And then Kellerman goes on top. All right, and we'll just get rid of those. And then let me see here. All right, and then I'll put a little coalition marker on top of your guy so you know that he's moved, and you won't be able to move him in the coming phase. All right, where else? Okay, so then I've got this other assault over here with these guys. So I've got 4 and 5 is 9, plus another 6. That's going to be 15. 15 to 2. That is 6 to 1 odds. Anyway, you slice it up. Plus, you've got a minus 24 for the 2 hits that you took in fire combat. So I don't know that there's any way that they're going to stick around. No, not with a roll like that. So they're going to disorder. All right, and then this guy's going to advance into that hex. Okay, all right, and then finally we've got this assault here.
that way.
Yeah.
Straight back.
All right, we've got this assault here on your guns. So they're getting assaulted in the flank. So for the pre-melee morale check, you've got a minus 12.
Is there a pre-melee morale check when it's just a melee, not a charge?
You know, that is a good question. When I was looking at it the other day, it only says that infantry, when it's meleeed by cavalry, doesn't have to make the pre-melee morale check. And so the question is, do we do the same thing for infantry as artillery? Is artillery treated differently? I mean, artillery is hard enough to kill as it is. So that's the question.
My read is that cavalry causes morale checks in melee situations by charging.
Right.
And that if it's making a melee, there's not a.
Okay. So then we'll just go with, there's no prelim morale check. We'll just do the combat. So I've got what? I've lost 3. That's about 12 off. So I've got, say, 50, 52, 53 doubled. So I got 5-1 odds. And then my leader adds in what? Adds in 4. So 5-1 with a +4. Not what I was hoping for. Let's see if it's good enough. 25. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just barely enough.
To get a DR.
Yep. So DR unlimbered. Battery is eliminated.
That was a very sweet move.
Thank you. I do what I can.
Where we put them up in the.
Yeah, put them up in the on the time track.
Those are some seriously large position batteries.
Yeah.
How did they get down into there? That's what I'm curious about.
I I had to run a bunch of enemy fire to get there, but there was nothing. There wasn't anything else to stop me, so I didn't get trapped in any zones of influence or anything like that.
My
did you stick that one first?
No, those are my guys.
I know. Did you stick them there first?
No, they followed up after this guy had already moved.
Oh, because I was just curious that you didn't do a counter with that, or
So David, just for your and everyone's educational purposes. So when I came through this gap from here to here, this guy got a shot at me.
Yep.
If I had moved the cavalry here, then yes, then I'm sure David would have opportunity charged me. But instead I went here, and then I suffered fire as I went that way.
That's still in range of opportunity charge right there.
No, it's not. Opportunity charge is
He was moving. He
basically a range of 2. Yeah.
Oh, that's under
He was
moving.
moving.
Yeah, it wasn't a charge.
Right.
It was a move in melee. So
it was a reaction charge.
Correct.
And you were doubled because you were coming in
I was doubled because I was coming in on his flank.
We'll see if we can make him pay for that.
I'm sure you will try.
I think the root cause of the error there is that I made the move incorrectly last turn. My site picture, or general designs of moves, are basically calibrated around 3rd edition and 5th edition. And in those cases, the cavalry can't do these moves in melees, and a lot of those cavalry units were blocked up behind infantry. So I simply discounted the possibility that they had offensive potential at all. So there was no defense on that side. That was my incorrect premier move.
Yeah, and I make that mistake far too often as well, because I've been doing all the play testing for WoW, and it's all using 5th edition. And in fact, I was looking at my move at Colon last night, and I'm like, why did I move that cavalry there? It can't charge unless it's in command. So I'm like, okay, I got to move them back next turn. So yeah, having these different rule sets in your head does make it a bit of a challenge, to put it mildly.
Painful to watch.
Yeah. All right.
It's actually, what it's showing is an intriguing premier rule system combined arms move, which is that the infantry can protect the cavalry, and then it simply steps out of the way, and the cavalry moves forward to melee. Moving through this guards cavalry, moving through defensive fire zones, it's a bit of a risk, but it's not a big risk against a juicy target. So this is a rule set specific, very effective tactic.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, what do you have any other
I
melee?
do. I've got one more. So right here on this guy.
Oh,
So it's a 2-to-1, but you will have a minus 12 for taking a hit, but a +3 for being in line. So you'll have a -9 altogether on that one there.
okay,
Yep. So make a morale check.
here we go.
So 45 minus
Pretty
9.
close, maybe. No, I should make it.
That should probably be good enough since they're grenadiers. Okay. All right. And I don't have any pluses or minuses, and I pass. So we go straight to our numbers. And I've got 32, and I don't know what you've got.
Oh,
So he's lost about half. So he's going to be down to, say, about 9, 10 maybe.
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So we'll say 3-to-1, right? Does that sound fair?
Yep.
Okay. All right. We got a 3-to-1. Here we go. 62. That is going to be a DD. But because they're going to have to retreat through zone of influence here, they're going to lose another increment, and then they will rout.
They can't go here.
They can't because my unit's right there, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to go back. So as soon as they hit this, they will rout, but they'll lose altogether another 2 increments in the process. So 1 for this hex, and then 1 for that hex.
So it'll be 1. Yeah.
Yep.
And then one more.
Yeah, so they should be altogether,
6.
yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 losses.
And now,
And so he's just going to end up, yeah, about 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Folks, I have an early start tomorrow, so I got to jump off here.
Okay, well, I think all we've got left at this point is just morale recovery.
Okay, could you email me the file?
Yep.
Thanks a lot. Always fun.
All right.
All right.
See you later.
See you later.
All right, and we will wheel to fit into that spot there. All right, and I think that takes care of all of the melee combat that I had planned. Oh, wait. Let's see. Oh, let's see. We've got 4 and 8 to 2. We've got 4-to-1 odds. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this one here. Over here, David, this avant.
okay.
Yeah. So it is 4-to-1 odds.
It's on the Grenadier.
Yeah, on that Grenadier. So you're going to have a -6 for the odds. You'll have a -6 for being half dead, but you'll have a +3 for being in line. So altogether, you've got a -9.
Okay, here we go.
Yep, they
Still-
pass. All right. So then I will go ahead and roll for this guy here. I will have a +6. He's good. And then this guy over here will have a +6. And he's good. All right. So I've got 7 plus a third of that, 10. So I got 17. What have you got?
28. Seven, six, 4. He's only got about 7, 6 or 7, I would think.
Well, he's only got 2 increments left. So
Yeah.
he was 17,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So 7 goes into 17
yeah. I would
how many
say he's probably
times?
got about 4, 2 or 4.
Yeah, so it's about 2, not quite 2.5 times 2 equals. So
Okay.
it's 4.8. So I mean, it's 4 to 1. We round it up to say 5. So
Yeah,
it's going to be 3 to 1, or no, it'll be 3.5 to 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll 3.5 to 1. 63. That's going to be defender routes. So he will
Okay.
lose.
Automatically for routing out.
Yep. So he's going to lose an increment. And then he would go.
1, 2, 3.
So he's going to move altogether 10 hexes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
One of these.
Why is he going 10?
Because that's what it calls for on
Yeah.
the
Oh, and the
Sorry.
right DR4.
Sorry.
Oh, actually, it doesn't. That's no, it does. It says retreat 10
Yeah,
hexes and
yeah,
lose 1 increment. Yeah, for any enemy Zoc exited. So, okay, all right, and then I will advance this guy part way in, like that. Okay, and I think, let me just double check all the rest of my combat. Yep, that was it. So, okay. So at this point, then we just have recoveries to roll for and other stuff. So, let me go ahead and take.
I don't have anything to recover.
Okay. So I've got some cavalry back here that just sat around doing nothing. So this guy's fine. This guy over here is fine. So let's remove that. There we go. Okay. Are there any other cavalry? I think Mitch has
think
got some
this one-
cavalry.
I think this one here comes off.
Oh, yeah. You're right. And you took the one off of your cavalry, right, David?
You took it off, but yeah.
Okay.
The 815, yeah.
Oh, come on.
And then we've got one back. Does this one take? Oh, that's yours. Never mind.
Yeah, that's mine. You're welcome to take it off if you'd like. All right, and let me check. I thought there was one other cavalry up here on... Yeah, okay, there's another one way out here on the far end of the universe. Okay. All right. Okay, so we've got that. And so then let's go ahead and roll for recoveries. So we'll start with the guys that are routed. So there's a bunch over here on Lon's side of the map. So I guess it would be the right side of the map. So we'll start with this guy here first. So he is... Well, we'll just roll and see what we get. 32. That's going to be a 22. But the leader adds in 3. Though that's not good enough.
Almost.
Yeah, close but no cigar. All right, so he's got to go back. He's got to be at least 15 away from
Oh,
the
it's
bad
shit.
guys. So the bad guys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. Well, he's almost already there. So all he has to do is just move into this wood hex here, and he's okay.
Yep.
All right. We've got these guys over here. Now they're within proximity of the marching band, and they're feeling inspired. So that gives them a +6. They're half dead. So that's -6. So that's a wash, but they're routed. So that's another -6. So they have a -6, and then their leader adds in 1. So they just have a -5. Oh, they're happy.
All one of them.
Yeah,
It's Berthier. It's his.
that is actually the son of
Oregonite.
Berthier. That's not.
Oh,
it's-
that's his son. Oh yeah, he's not
yeah.
a Marshal.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, that's that. All right, over here we've got this guy. He's got a -6, but he's got Rap with him. Rap adds in 5, so he just has a -1. 22, that's going to be a 21. What are they? Survey says 16. So they recover. All
All that
right.
stuff there.
Yeah, well, those are the fighting Italians.
The fighting Italian.
The fighting Italians. All right. All right, then we got this chap over here. And what is he? Oh, he's unscathed except for being scared out of his pants. Here we go. Nope, he's going to keep running. But where are you, relatively speaking? Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Is Eric, is in the 5th edition? Don't for units that are plus grand disorder, don't they have to be more than 15 away or 15 away before they ever roll?
In 5th edition?
Yeah, I think it's 5th edition. One of them.
No, they always make a morale check. They just don't have to. They don't have to keep running. They can stop
No.
running once they get 15 away and
Yeah,
park
okay.
themselves in a forest or
They can
something.
always
So,
roll, yeah.
1,
In the
2,
in the
3.
regs is what you're thinking of, because they can't even make the check until they're 15 away.
All right,
Okay,
so
that's
1,
what.
2,
That's
3,
right.
The
That's
regs.
right.
Okay.
Marie Louise does the same
You
thing.
need to be 3 more away. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to keep moving him there, so there's no other spot to park him for the moment. So
Got to quickly plant some trees.
yeah, well, and David might remember this, but when we played the playtest version of it, there were a lot fewer forests.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
At least out here in the middle, I think over here where the forests are kind of on this side, they were there, but over there by Blasowitz and Punktowitz, it was pretty sparse. And so Dennis and Jim had set up a bunch of batteries and were just hammering the hell out of the French, and there was nowhere to hide. And so then that made it more than slightly challenging. So, all right, I think that takes care of all of the housekeeping. I don't have anybody that's disordered that I'm aware of. Oh, no, wait, I do. I've got this guy here that's disordered. So +3 -3. Here we go. 25. And let's see what he is. Come on. Nope, that's the wrong button. Hit the undo button. All right. He's 25. Wouldn't you know it? All right. Well, if you're gonna route, you're gonna route. Just losing it just barely. Okay, so let's see.
Oh, but the leader adds in 3.
Right. So it was a -3
he's-
for being disordered, +3 for the leader. So the net difference is 0, and the roll was a 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
he's going to have to go back this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll just park him over there until we can send Rap over there. Get Rap to fix him. That's what Rap is good for. Okay, I think that's it. We will hit the old save button.
What is it? The 140 turn now?
No, this was the 120 turn
What?
for the French, and then you will have the 120 turn for the Allies. So the next time we get together, that's what we'll play.
I hit that move mark.
Oh.
Mark.
Okay, I'll save it again. All right, cool. I think we've got everything set mostly.
All right. We'll see everybody next week.
Indeed.
All right.
Take care. David, were you going to try to send Brennan the file, or do you want me to do that?
I can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And that should take care of things. And I'll try to find out what the heck happened to Mitch. But otherwise, it